Giannetti. I'm the Assistant Superintendent here at JPS, and today's guest is Brant Russell, our Director of Food Services at JPS. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So you've been at this a long time with us. I think I don't know how long I've known you, but it seems like a very long time. How long have you been?
I've been here since 1998.
Wow.
So
okay. So always as the food service director?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So you started with us in 1998, and I'm sure you've seen a ton of changes when it comes to feeding kids and taking care of nutrition.
Yes.
Can you tell me some of the things that you do, let's say at the elementary level, when it comes to food service for kids and what kind of services you provide?
Sure. So we're offering every day we're offering a hot entree every day, and then we offer a cold sandwich, a cold salad, and then traditionally we might offer another entree, always peanut butter and jelly, or if you're in a non-peanut school, a wild butter sandwich. So there's at least 4 options for a child every day. Fruit and veggie bar is available for children every day. That's got 3 choices of fruits and another 3 choices of vegetables on there. In addition to, we might have a hot vegetable as well. So there's lots of food for kids to take advantage of at the elementaries.
And you do breakfast as well, don't you?
Correct. Yep. Breakfast is served every day before school. I'm trying to talk a couple of principals into letting us go into the classroom for breakfast, but so far I've been shut out. But I'm working on it.
So mostly it's held at the cafeteria?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So, and that's when kids arrive, they can have breakfast?
Yep.
So do students pay for lunch here at JPS?
No, breakfast and lunch are both free for any student at Jackson Public Schools. Based upon our free and reduced percentage and the number of children and households that receive food stamps in the district, all students are able to eat free.
Which is a great thing. And so as the kids move into middle school and high school, do the choices get different?
Yes, so as students age and get into higher grades, for instance, at the high school, we have about 8 choices for students every day. We alternate pizza and a grill station, so they might have 3 different kinds of pizza one day, and the next day they'll have 3 or 4 different grill sandwiches they can choose from. In addition to our vegetarian options and our main item that we feature every day.
Sounds like it's changed a lot from the cardboard pizza that we used to eat.
Yes, it has. And as Taher progresses, we are also trying to be more scratch in what we make. We're moving toward scratch pizza in the elementaries. I was just at Sharp Park today, and that will be a challenge there based upon the size of the kitchen and the amount of storage they have, that kind of stuff. So it's a work in progress as we see what works, what doesn't work.
Can you explain a little bit the relationship between Taher and Jackson Public Schools?
So Taher is a food service management company, and originally when I came I was with Nutrition Services, which is also a food service management company. In 2000, Nutrition Services was purchased by Taher, and the employees and everyone became food service management employees of Taher. So even though we are not school employees, I've been here so long, and hopefully my staff feels the same way, that we are a part of Jackson Public Schools.
Oh, definitely. I think the support that your food service workers give is incredible. You know, we hear nothing but great things about all of them. So at the high school level, is there also an a la carte option too? Is that something that you provide that the students then can pay for if they want something different than what's being offered?
Correct. Both at the middle school and the high school there are a la carte options. They might differ a little bit based upon the age group, based upon our wellness policy and MDE regulations as far as sugar and what snacks and what beverages different age groups can have. We also do at Northeast, and I'm trying to get a few more schools to hop on there. We do a slushy day at Northeast, so one day a week we have these frozen 4-ounce 100% juice slushies that kids can purchase for $1, and they really enjoy that too.
And I know that on top of that, you cater a lot of our events that we do here. So evening activities and
evening
things
activities, parent events. We do off-premise catering. We do catering for the ISD. We do catering for banks and basically whoever wants it. We are a little selective in who we cater for, just based upon the time of day, and if it's going to mess with our service here at school, we don't do it.
Right. I mean, I think it's been pretty interesting to see that, so for example, the omelet bars are an amazing treat for our staff that you do. I know that you do a lot of work in catering lunches and things like that for our teachers, and always with great reviews, right? We do a lot of meetings where you have to bring a lot of, and Diet Pepsi and a lot of other things. In terms of that too, there's been something that I have seen over the last couple of years that I think is amazing that we do at our school, and that's these guest chefs that you bring in. Can you talk a little bit about some of the guest chefs that you brought in or that are coming?
Sure. As a matter of fact, we just had Chef Tony Menk from Minnesota here yesterday and today. He was at the middle school and he did a Moroccan chicken wing for the kids with some rice and then some stir-fried vegetables that he made. It was actually parent involvement day there also, so everybody was really happy with that event. And then today he was at Sharp Park, and he kind of identified different fruits for kids to try, and that was a nice hit there as well. Here at the high school, we are just finishing up our pop-up Taiwanese event. So for the last 3 weeks, we've had Taiwanese invasion, I guess, if you want to say. We've had 4 different entrees and 4 different sides that students can try for these 3 weeks, and that's been very popular. It's made it, in my mind, realize that, hey, we can do some of these things even without having a special event. So we will move some of that to the middle school also as well. So that was Chef Bryant. Chef Bryant was here last year. He was in some of the classrooms and he did some education on Taiwan. They were in Taiwan 2 years ago. And he's coming back in, I believe, January, and he's going to do something on Croatia.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to have buckwheat porridge.
Oh.
I said, really? Buckwheat porridge? He said, yeah, it's really good. I said, okay, I will try it.
We'll give it a try. Well, I was at the event at the middle school where you did the paella.
Yes.
And I'm saying that correctly, right?
Paella.
Paella, sorry. Paella. And I think what was interesting to me was, we kind of explain what paella is first.
So paella is basically, it's really the dish the pan that the dish is made in. It's a paella pan, and that's where you make paella. So it's rice and seafood and chorizo sausage and herbs and spices, lots of saffron, tomatoes, and it's a really nice spicy, I shouldn't say spicy, very herbaceous dish. And they ate it up.
I could not believe it. I mean, these are middle schoolers, and there was mussels in there and shrimp, and they were asking for the seafood, and they just kept coming up, and it was really neat. And then I learned, it was interesting what the kids are learning culturally about food. You know, that paella is best to leave it as long as possible and get the crunchy rice to be part of it. That's really, that's really kind of the flavorful event. But it was just interesting to me how receptive the students are to trying these different foods.
They really are. They're and I guess I would say middle schoolers and elementary kids more than high schoolers. They're a little more adventurous to some degree. So it was really well received. And when our chefs come, they do go into classrooms and they do talk about, for instance, when Chef Brian was here last time, he talked about Taiwan. He made chicken the 3-cup chicken right in the classes. Chef John Sugamura has been here, and during the pandemic, he made dumplings with 13, 14 classrooms, and they didn't cook the ones they made, but we had made other ones, and he cooked those for kids, and they helped in the process, and they learned about the culture and his upbringing and all those kinds of things. So it really ties food together with what they're learning, and and they're able to taste it, and I think that helps a lot in their experience.
And also job education, right? I mean, I think it's really interesting that these chefs come in and that your staff, even at any level, is showing kids that food service can be fun, can be an interesting career as well.
Right. Yep. And hopefully when they come, they smile and they engage and they interact with kids. Chef Danny is a corporate chef we have here in Michigan, and he's coming, I think, the beginning of December. He's going to do some Mediterranean foods for kids, some hummus and chicken shawarma. So I think they'll be very, very receptive to that as well.
Are you in need of food service workers?
Absolutely. Always. Yep. Come join us, and we'll make it fun. It's great because you can work when your kids are at school, and you know, if you have a half day, that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity for parents to come, still be a part of the district, and still be able to, you know, even if you're only working 3 or 4 hours a day, that still gets you in school. You can still participate in things with your child and those kinds of things.
During the summer, you serve a lot of our students during the day, so you still provide lunches and food during the summer. How does that work?
Yes, so we do breakfast and lunch during the summertime, and supper if there's any site that would like to participate in a summer program. So again, that's free to any student who comes into our doors or into our park or wherever we're serving meals. And again, that's based upon the need in the area. So we serve Monday through Friday. We did 30 sites this past year. Parks, churches, schools, anywhere where we feel that kids are going to congregate. We are coming up with a new bus program this year. Our bus is retired, so we're going to come up with either a food truck kind of concept or a trailer, some kind of concept that we can go around to different sites. And hopefully, you know, with this option, we can cook right on site and kind of make it more of a food truck option. So hopefully we'll have a following for that as we get into the summer. But it's a great program. We serve about 75,000 lunches during the summer. So
Wow, yeah. So there's definitely a need for it.
Yes.
So, yes. Well, we appreciate all that you do with Jackson Public Schools and with our partnership with Taher. So thanks for coming.
Oh, appreciate it. Thanks for having me. We love being here.